So here we are in one of my favorite places in Israel. We're on top of Mount Carmel. In the background, we've got F-16s landing in airbase, just blowing up the valley below us. We're actually higher than they are. We're up so high. One of the reasons I think this is my favorite place is on Mount Carmel is so special because we're standing in the place where Elijah brought the whole nation of Israel together and challenged Baal worship and brought a nation to its knees and canceled Baal worship in Israel. He took on the 450 prophets of Baal. You all know the story. After they did their thing and nothing happened, he filled the place and covered it with water. The trenches were full of water, and then he called on the God of Israel, and fire came down from heaven. It burned up the sacrifice, it dried up the water, and burned up the altar. And then he killed 450 false prophets, and then he sat in this very place and he prayed for rain, for the drought to end that had been on the land because of Baal worship. And rain, the sky grew black at his prayers. And then he told Ahab and all the people, you better get to Jezreel quick because it's going to rain. And then he ran, get this, 33 miles out in the distance to Jezreel, which is the ruling capital from which Ahab and Jezebel, during their reign of terror and idol worship in Israel, 33 miles he ran in front of a chariot. It was absolutely crazy. That's the story. We're standing in this spot. It's just crazy. But the other reason this place is special to me is right below us, all down here, as far as you can see, is a vast valley. And it's Armageddon Valley. It's called Megiddo Valley. Mount Megiddo's off here to my left. But this vast valley is where the final conflict of the nations is going to come to pass. Now, what's exciting to me is right across this valley are the mountains of Nazareth, where Jesus was raised. And so we see something, an amazing picture here. God's got quite a strategy. Here he judged his people on top of Mount Carmel. On that side, on the mountain, he literally raised up eternal life as the God-man, the Messiah, came to redeem us from sin. But in the end of this age, he's going to judge all the nations in Armageddon Valley. They're going to gather together to come against Israel and God's prophetic plan. And you know what's going to happen? Some awful judgment is going to take place. So God is going to judge the nations. His people he judged on this mountaintop. He judged sin, death, and hell through the Messiah on the other mountain range, and he's going to judge all the nations in between. I'm so excited because we are part of God's prophetic plan. We have been given the privilege of knowing God and his eternal plan, and we're standing in history where the spiritual and the natural come together.